Welcome back to Real Ag Radio here on Rural Radio, channel 147, Sirius XM. I am your host for the day, Lyndsey Smith, and joining me now, it's Tim Gardner. He's the Customer Solutions Agronomist for North Saskatchewan with Bayer, and he is joining me for today's Product Spotlight. Welcome here, Tim.
Hey, thanks, Lindsay. Great to be on.
All right. Okay, we are, I know it's January, it's late January, and we're a little ways off spring, but it will be here before you know it. And of course, that means it is planting season. And what's really exciting is every year taking a look at new products for consideration. So last year, so 2024, you were part of the team to launch Varro FX. This is a herbicide launched in Western Canada last year. How did it perform up to expectations?
Performance actually was, I always want to say meets and exceeds, and it really did exceed expectations, not only from a handling, like how the product just physically handled, to infield and weed control as well too. So yeah, it did a really good job last year.
Okay. Now, there were, of course, several trials. Were there any unique insights that you pulled from those trials in regards to, say, formulation, tank mixing? What did you learn about this product in the field last year?
You kind of hit both of the two big ones right there. The first one was formulation, and that's the interesting thing with this being a group 2 graminicide, in that it's an EC formulation, which is they are the best formulations to work with, whether it comes to actually mixing, the actual physical mixing, but also the clean out part of it. But it also leads into really good tank mixability, because we used it with lots of tank mix partners and that. But we found, as far as tank mixing goes, how effective Varro FX actually is with a relatively well-known product like a Buctrol M, and how comprehensive of a weed control they have.
Now, so this is spring applied in crop for wheat. Did you find out anything about enhancing its effectiveness in season? Are there any tricks or BMPs we need to know when using this product in the year ahead?
I think the biggest thing with it is that it's a very well built product as far as the components that are within it, both the graminicide and broadleaf component, and it's just a matter of what you match up with it. And it's got a real wide range of products that you can mix with it, and it allows you to also mix, to be very conscious of if you're managing herbicide resistance in one way, shape, or form, or just trying to mix up your modes of action. So it's very open to that.
A key part of potentially, if you're not dealing with resistance, maybe avoiding it a little bit longer. Always a key part of that. Now, is there a key list of weeds that you're targeting with this product? Is it quite versatile? What can you tell me about that?
Well, I think it is very versatile, because you can kind of go from what I would call brown soils to dark soils, type of elements that are out there. Certainly, kochia is a big one that people pay a lot of attention to, but you can add in partners in that pick up a lot of a lot of the other big hitters, like the buckwheats, the cleavers, and all those. So you can put together a pretty good combination to manage whichever spectrum you're having to deal with. So
Cleavers
very
are
well
one,
built product.
yeah, cleavers are one of my least favorite weeds. So
Yeah.
that makes me happy that you can put these things together. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, of course, so as we mentioned, starting to finalize those details on what's going in the ground, planning for those herbicide passes. When farmers are sitting down and thinking about this and thinking about, accessing some of these newer products, where can they go for more information? What sort of discussions should they be having with their reps?
I think that if they're going to have a conversation with their local Bayer rep, or even their retails for that matter as well too, is just thinking through what spectrum of weeds they want, because you really can build together a very good recipe with this. The Varro FX as a main component of the graminicide, or the grassy weeds covered, as well as broadleaf, and it's just a matter of how you want to mix and match to put those together. So it's a great foundational layer for your weed control in wheat.
All right. So that is Varro FX. Um, Talk to your local Bayer rep for more information. And Tim, thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Yeah, thanks, Lindsay.
All right. We'll be back with more Real Ag Radio right after this.